probably won't have to use Megaseg. But if you are bringing MP3s and you don't want to use iTunes, we could upload your playlist to Megaseg and have it play if you'd prefer. I would recommend not using Megaseg to DJ live, but it is an option. iTunes is on this computer, so if you're familiar with how to use iTunes, I would recommend doing that.
Yeah, but can iTunes handle good old-fashioned MP3s?
Yeah.
I've stayed away from iTunes, sorry.
How about MP3s that we've got on CDs that we've burned?
Those, yeah, you can just
They can handle them?
I'm pretty sure that...
Well, we'll try. If it doesn't work, it's like, oops, I would stand by right
If it doesn't work on the CD player, you could just put the disc into here and play it on the computer.
That's even better.
I can play vinyl.
Yes.
Seriously, I'm right there with you, man.
How many 1/8" inputs are there? Can you connect 2 iPods?
Yes. So at this point in time,
there they are. That's what I was hoping.
2 boxes that you can use to plug in your own computer or iPod, or the iMac has its own channel if you'd like to play off the iMac, but Megaseg itself on this computer also has an additional channel. So if you wanted to play music off of the iMac itself via iTunes, there's an iMac channel here, and each box has its own channel, box 1 and box 2, and they're labeled 1 and 2 with the stripes.
Okay, box 1, box 2.
Yeah.
All right. Box. It's all the way to the top. See, box 1 and box 2 is way on the right.
And this is box 2.
Yep. Yeah, I'm set. As long as I got that.
Put some vinyl too.
Say, vinyl.
I'm gonna have to edit.
CDs and the turntables label?
Yes.
I don't remember
So
which ones were
what happened, I wasn't sure what era this happened in, but it used to be vinyl player 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
And 1 is now replaced by the computer.
Right.
But these are still labeled 2 and 3. So turntable 2 and turntable 3 are these 2 channels.
10 and 11.
But yeah, turntable 2, turntable 3.
Oh, I see.
But you can also start them with this, which still works. So that's a start-stop once this is on, and those are both
By
on.
the second hour, I'll be
riding the biker.
So for the
2,
DJ,
3.
right, but you do have to have the turntables on themselves, and the channels have to be on, and then this button can just be used to start and stop the actual turntable, or this button too. With the DJ mics, both still work. This is the main DJ mic 1, which is here, and those are the headphones that go with it.
Okay.
To adjust the headphone volume, you use this knob. And the auxiliary mic is the second one, and the headphones are behind. But if they're not, I can find another pair.
Okay.
This is the Megaseg channel, which is what's playing right now, so that's why this is on. And then we have box 1, which I pointed out earlier, labeled with this. CD 1, 2, and 3, they're all labeled 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Those are all on. If you plan on DJing between CDs, I would recommend practicing before you do it, just to figure out the mechanism and how long it takes for the CD to open and close. But they're all pretty new, so I don't foresee you having issues.
When you say open and close, you mean
You said
does
1,
it
2,
instant
and
start
3?
once you load the disc in
No.
there? Okay, so you got to.
You have to push play. It's on cue when it starts. And this is the iMac channel if you do want to use the actual computer to play music. And then turntable 2 and turntable 3, and this is box 2. You want to make sure that all of these are on program, because that will make sure that that channel is going out to where it's supposed to be. And I don't know the forecast for this weekend, but right now what you have coming out is from the actual signal on these monitors. But sometimes when the weather isn't that great, it's really hard to hear, so we'll switch it to program instead of external, to get the signal that isn't coming back through a radio.
You're getting the signal.
Yeah, so it's the straight before it's coming back. So, but like, we'd like to keep it on external just to hear the
Know
quality.
what's going out, yeah.
Okay, how do you cue things up with this one?
Okay, so all the cue buttons are the same. You would have, I prefer to have the channel on, and then when you cue something, you push this button and it comes out of that one speaker, and this is the volume for that speaker. Something that you'd want to be careful of is a lot of DJs forget that they have it on cue. So they physically hear the song being played
But it's not
with
going on
this, but it's not going on air, correct?
It has to be on PGM.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Same as it ever was.
The other thing that also happens is when you go on air, these automatically cut out. So you want to have the headphones on when you're speaking. You can still have music playing underneath yourself talking, but you won't be able to hear it on the monitors.
Are these 1200s?
Oh yeah, this is actually for this.
Yeah, it's like an old 1200. Okay. So it's like 8th turn.
Oh, newer than what we
Yeah,
had.
they start. I tried the
Like
road
instant
buttons.
start.
It's really
The
quick.
motors do burn out.
It's not half turning.
I remember like the gates,
Yeah,
the gates were like big metal
no, these
discs
are
and
much.
they were
These
forever.
ramp up much faster.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll
The metal
like
discs, the
you go
gates
over there
were
and push
slow.
the start and stop buttons.
Yeah.
They're like.
Yeah. I remember the old gates
So
machines.
you
You
have to
had
go a little
the
back a little bit.
Yeah, only do like
to
a
get
quarter
it there,
turn or
cut
something.
the
Speed
speed.
turn, I guess.
Man, technology.
I guess the last part of this is each channel and what it's attached to is a little bit different, but like I would probably have Megaseg up a little just to keep it at this as close to 0 without going into red as possible. I've found when I'm playing vinyl that it's best to keep it around -5 or -15 because, or whatever reason, it might be the actual faders. But
It's the gain on the amp on that turn two.
okay, so now I know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, preamp. Yeah, it's a gain on it.
Does the
It's,
6 o'clock person have to do weather?
DJ works.
Or
How
the
do you
12
DJ
o'clock
when it
person?
works?
Yes. I'd like it if you do. Everyone in the morning at the top of the hour would do quick weather, which you can pull off the internet. Philly Haps also, if you feel inclined, but it is a special weekend, so
5 and 8?
12, 5, and 8. Yeah.
Is there a IM or email or